Terry Blackwood and his vocal group, the Imperials, gave rich, intricate harmonies to Elvis's soulful singing voice. And James Burton served as the king of rock and roll's guitar player, as well as the leader of the TCB band, TCB standing for Taking Care of Business, Elvis's trademark thought. I want you to welcome Terry Blackwood and James Burton.
Thank you. Thank you, Governor.
Hey, I've been so excited. I cannot tell you, to have you guys on the show. And James, one of the things that I know about you is that the great guitar players of the world, whether it's Eric Clapton or Keith Richards or, I mean, any of the great guitar players, if someone asked them, who's your role model? Who is it that you think is a great guitar player? Every one of them named James Burton.
Wow.
Yep.
They do.
I'm honored.
They all do. You've got to feel good about that. All right, let's talk Elvis. You got a call from Elvis Presley back, 1968, and he said, put a band together, we're going to go put a show?
He called me in '68 for the comeback special. I was not available for that. So he called me back in 1969 and asked me if I'd put a band together. He got tired of doing movies, and he wanted to go back and play to a live audience. And I told him, I assured him, no problem. We'll put a band together. And well, he became my rhythm guitar player, so that was great.
Was Elvis that person that we want him to be? Kind of like that generous, kind, caring individual? Was that who he really was off stage?
He was a very kind man, caring, very generous, and just a wonderful, good Christian boy. Working with him, it was not like a boss. He was just like a brother.
Terry, why do you think he was so just magnetized by gospel music? Of all the forms of music, it seemed that genuinely was the one that he most gravitated to.
As a matter of fact, when he was on his third visit to the Ed Sullivan Show, he had been told to sing his latest hit. But before he left Memphis, his mother said, Elvis, I wish you would sing a gospel song on this show. So he got to New York, and the producers had the hit song ready for him to rehearse with the band. He said, no, guys. He said, I promised my mother I was going to sing a gospel song, and I'm going to. So we did, what was the song? Peace in the Valley.
Peace in the Valley.
Yeah, Peace in the Valley.
And he actually did that on Ed Sullivan.
He did that on the Ed Sullivan Show.
And saved the relationship with his mother, which is a smart thing to do, Elvis.
Very smart thing
to do. You know, I don't think people, if they're not guitar players, may not fully appreciate that the level of skill that you bring to the stage is truly legendary. And there are people who, you know, through the years have said, oh, there's some great guitar players, Chet Atkins and different ones, and they're phenomenal. But you are that guy that was the go-to guy. And when I think of all the different ways that your efforts have been made, one of the things that still amazed me, you were the guy that when Elvis was playing, he turned around and said, take it, James. And you're the James that he's saying, take it to.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
I mean, you got to watch that video sometimes and just say, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he was a great guy. And sometimes he would try to throw a little curve on us. One night, he came over to me. He would introduce us, and we'd all have a little playoff thing. And then he came back after I played. He came back and he said, "Play the guitar behind your back." So he wanted to do Johnny B. Good, and I put the guitar behind my back and played Johnny B. Good.
You know, I think Elvis's death is sort of like the death of JFK or the Challenger explosion. Everybody remembers where they were when they heard the news.
Yeah.
Where were you when you heard that Elvis had died? Because it was so much of a shock and unexpected.
Well, the morning of August 16th, I flew to Las Vegas to pick up the other band members, Joe Gershio and the singers. And then we left Las Vegas to fly to Portland, Maine, the first show on August 16th. And so when we left Las Vegas, about maybe 45 minutes in the air, they called and said, return to Vegas. And I couldn't figure out. I thought maybe his dad was having problems with his heart, and which he had heart problems, and why would Elvis cancel the tour? So anyway, when we stopped in Pueblo, Colorado to refuel, and the pilot, they wouldn't tell the pilot what was going on. So Marty Harrell, the trombone player from Vegas, said, James, I'm going to go make a phone call and see if I can find out what's going on. And he went and made a call, and he came back. I was going to go make a call, and I met him halfway back, and he had tears in his eyes, and he put his arms around me, and he said, Elvis passed away. I mean, shock. I said, is this a joke? He said, no, it's for real. So it was a long flight back to Vegas, and I went back to my home in Burbank and got on the phone and got a flight to Memphis. And it was a very sad day.
Great loss for the entertainment world and really for all of us who loved his music.
Yeah.
Just a delight to have you guys here. I'm going to say, I want you to step over with me to our performance stage because we're going to share a great Elvis Presley hit. And while we get ready, our erstwhile announcer, Keith Bilbrey, has some info he'll be sharing with our viewers. So Keith, take it away.
You can learn more about James Burton's music and amazing career at james-burton.net. That's james-burton.net. And find out where to see Terry Blackwood and get his great music at terryblackwood.com. For information on the Imperials, go to their website, imperialslive.com. Now, here to perform a song that Elvis made famous in 1970 are James Burton, Terry Blackwood, and the Imperials, and our own Mike Huckabee on bass guitar to perform The Wonder of You.
When no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you. And when you smile, the world is brighter. You touch my hand and I'm a king. Your love to me is like a fortune. Your love to me is everything. And you're always there.
Discover the music and performances of James Burton at james-burton.net and Terry Blackwood at terryblackwood.com. Check out their digital exclusive at huckabee.tv.